Okay, this isn't part two of my promise about another video about how picking the separate sides and just forcing to choose wrestlers, and how the division in the AEW, all these different frictions is hurting the demographic for being the 18 and 45-year-old and probably other demographics, because I can tell you one thing, I'm getting turned off by a lot of it too. But let me start with the one I promised. Picking sides and picking wrestlers. That's the company and the way of life. But I do agree with Kenny and a few others saying it's toxic in their sport about how we can choose sides and choose wrestlers. Kenny Omega's right. It's toxic, pretty much. Even though I'm not fans of many of the wrestlers of today's wrestling world, but I do know pretty much some, but not all, act like they are vicious and really cruel. Like examples on WWE, how they fans choose to not like certain wrestlers like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, or Becky Lynch, and a few others. That's how the heel turns promote fans not liking wrestlers. It has to happen, people. Heel turns and them going against their personality has to happen. Else the business got boring and it's just lacking and same old, and I kind of glad Vince McMahon a couple of years ago saying no more rematches, but the thing is, some matches really need to happen. I explained why in AEW part. But yeah, just, and of course, there's also wrestlers who are not even, should be wrestling. Like, Riddler, Riddler's, I don't know what his job was, because he can't even wrestle without a tag team partner. And Leo Walsh, she'll never wrestle. And going back, for this part, I'm going to go back and forth, AEW and stuff. And Sunny Kiss, wrestling men. Again, not being sexist or anything, but she is not built to wrestle men, but she refuses to wrestle men. Women, I mean. That part, I can guarantee you, that's reason why nobody watches Dark Evolution and Dark, because the undercut wrestlers. Nobody wants to watch wrestlers, even though well-known wrestlers are wrestling unknown and undercut wrestlers every week. And there's mismatches, huge mismatches. So I don't understand how these wrestlers think they can make it when they're not even meant to be wrestlers, built as wrestlers. But going back to the hating and loving wrestlers, heel turns, I explained WWE, and let's just say that people who in WWE, most of them can't even wrestle. That's all I'm going to say. But in AEW, lately, they've been signing a lot of these undercut wrestlers who can't even wrestle. And I'm like questioning, why, Tony? Why are you signing these unknown and undercuts and independent wrestlers who no one knows about? And here, now, the new ring of honors at ROH. I don't know what the initials stand for, but now they're gonna shut down because for me it was a very unknown wrestling thing. No one knew who the wrestlers are except Adam Page, who came out and really kicked ass since. But yeah, no one knows who these wrestlers are coming from independent wrestling. I asked, who are these guys and why are they in the company? And yeah, some people question why I asked it. Easy. No one knows who these wrestlers are. And when they wrestle, do they win and do they have success? No, not really. Not in big names like people who did Impact Wrestling, New Japan, WWE. They had success because they had better wrestling and they wrestled. But I just don't understand even the saying with undercard WWE's wrestlers. If they're undercard, they can't wrestle. Like Malika, Aleister Black, and Andre Renev. I didn't like them. I wasn't fans with them because they were undercards and they were viciously attacking people. Miro was viciously attacking people. They were not wrestling. They were visually attacking people. Thank God Miro didn't attack Sammy a month ago. I don't know why he didn't, but I'm glad Sammy won. But anyway, these guys can't wrestle. They have to be vicious to start into the wrestling ring to have a single chance. They might be good guys. Yeah, Andrea and Miro are good guys. Outside ring. And Alistair, don't know him, don't really care about him because he is more vicious than any of them. And John Harper, aka Brody Lee and Luke Harper, yeah, he was vicious, but everybody knew outside the ring he was not at all that type of person. And some of these matches and these wrestlers are just acting. They're not being a-holes. They're acting as wrestlers when they can't even wrestle. And some of these folks even think wrestling is fake still. But from the very beginning of AEW 2 years ago on, there's some people still saying nice catch-up or nice makeup work and these bloody matches. But people, I don't see any ketchup wrappings, any ketchup bottles around the ring when they are bloody and viciously bleeding in AEW. So how can it be ketchup? And especially the women's hardcore match between Thunder Rosa and Britt. And I'm not Thunder Rosa fan because Thunder Rosa was all about herself and how she got this match and this division by herself. But Britt actually combined both of them, and she congratulated both of them. But Thunder Rosa had to be self-centered and praised her own self. But anyway, thumbtacks. And the thumbtacks Darby Allin used on her skateboard Wednesday night. And the cuts Cody Rhodes has on his head most of the time. Dustin had bloody matches too, and of course, look what happened Wednesday when John Moxley bit Vance, number 10. If that's fake blood, good acting, but it wasn't because they are using real props, real weapons to do it. And the reason why Brody Lee Jr. should not be at ring. The AEW is a real wrestling now. Not fake blood or fake wrestling. So got over it. That. Brody Jr. shouldn't be there. But I'm just saying, That's the reason why they're losing this demographic and many fans, because they just don't get into one wrestlers, making us pick wrestlers. Can you make us right? It's toxic of the companies to do it, and wrestling.